Back to the tomb? Your plan is to relive the Guild's greatest failure?
My plan is to get the Iron Wheel's boot off our necks. Good, you're here. I want to learn whether Magnifica Felora's dowry was truly stolen from her family tomb. If it was, we find out who did. And if it wasn't, we complete the heist that Nicholas began. What's she gonna do? Send a second Iron Wheel? We return to Aldenobia Tomb, bypass the deadliest traps I've ever encountered, and then scour the treasure vaults for anything we can find. It's a terrible plan, but it's the best terrible plan we have. Until we know what happened to that dowry, we'll always be living in a cistern. Perseus Loke can give us an edge. He's one of the few living people to set foot in Magnifica Felora's family tomb. Take Quen and collect him from his shop. Meet the rest of us on the road to Tanith by Prince's Gate. I guarantee Perseus Loke is no friend of the Iron Wheel. He's expecting you at the Diamond Thimble, and he'll be insufferable if you keep him waiting. Nicholas thought his plan to steal the dowry was almost flawless, but almost won't bring our friends back. He didn't have the right people for the job, but I do. Nicholas knew of the dangers within, but not everything. There was a trap. I didn't understand how it worked. Not until it was too late. But this time, I know how it works, and I'll need you by my side to defeat it. Perseus Loke once served Magnifica Felora. When she wore the clothes he designed, she was the envy of Tanith society. But there was a scandal, and he fled here, beyond Tanith's reach. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know he blames her. She's the heir to the Aldenobia bloodline. Her eldest sister, Zarifa, wed King Faharajad. After Zarifa's death, Felora and the king grew close. But not close. They call her the Jewel of Tanith. Beautiful, cold, and hard as a diamond.
Off to find Perseus Loke. Meet you there, partner.
Everyone else, pack for a long journey. I'll bring us home safe and sound.
More promises you can't keep.
You. Over here.
There's always more to do. Took your time, didn't you? But you're here. I need your help. I was in the market when someone slipped me a letter. It might not mean anything, but on the other hand, it might be some sort of trap. A folded sheet of paper unsigned. It was only a few lines wishing me well. But when I unfolded the sheet, an old pressed Stargazer peony fell out. That unsettled me. It's a flower. Others just like it blossomed all around my family home. But I left my family behind a long time ago. If this is their way of sending me a message, I need to know why now, after all these years. You've consistently demonstrated a lack of incompetence. Find out if my family sent that letter. I didn't part on the best of terms, so it could be a trap. But they won't expect you, which means it shall be slow to spring. Decades ago, I was Velsa Arendis of House Drez. Yes, the one built on the spoils of the slave trade. When I fled, I released dozens of slaves, gave them gold from the house treasury. I regret not seeing the look on Mother's face, but nothing else. Yes, but I didn't realize it then. I was taking a merchant to task for her prices when a half-naked Nord bumped into me. That's when it happened. He fled before I could give him a piece of my mind toward the merchant camp outside the city gates.
My uncle went to town, but he should be back shortly if you need something. I'm still learning the business, and I'm not allowed to do anything. My uncle says I don't have a head for numbers. I say as long as my head looks pretty, what else matters? What? No, that wasn't me. Did you see something? There are plenty of half-naked Nords running around the bar's landing. Oh, stop interrogating me. I'll confess. It was me. It was all me. But that's all I can say. Client confidentiality, you know. Not breaking my word is important too. But also Mead. Mead is important. You tell my uncle? That's not very friendly of you. Oh, very well. I met a Khajiit woman in Ralka when I was drinking at the inn. She paid me to deliver the letter to the Dark Elf lady here. Never got the Khajiit's name, though. Sorry.
Excuse me, please. I have a message for you. If I may be so bold, you match the description I was given. I have a message to deliver to you, if that's all right. An old wizard hired me. Called himself Abner Tharn and claimed to be a battle mage in service to Emperor Varen Aquilarius, if you can imagine such a thing. He was quite insistent I find you and deliver his words exactly as he relayed them to me. Forgive me, but I can't duplicate his imperious inflections.
The great Abner Tharn requires your assistance. With it, we can end the Three Banners War. Report to me immediately, if not sooner.
He asked me to mark his location on your map.
Don't recall seeing you before. So many new people coming through. Makes my head spin. Not at all the question I expected. You have piqued my curiosity. Why do you seek some random Khajiit? Is there some problem? Oh, well, in that case, an elderly Khajiit does work here. She's a cook, bakes the best pies in town. They really are quite tasty. But she's indisposed at present. I won't let you disturb her rest. I suppose that won't do any harm. Narani is a kind, gentle old woman, and a master baker of scrumptious pies. The people here are very fond of her, and very protective. That's something you'll have to ask her. It's not my place to talk about the hired help. I do believe she traveled a fair bit in her youth, though.
Yes? Who's there? Oh dear, this one must have... Your face. This one doesn't recognize it. Are you looking for a piece of pie? Belsa? She didn't come with you? Ah, this one was foolish to even send the letter in the first place, or the peony. I hope the years would have softened her memories, that she might have wanted to see her old friend one more time before the end. Oh, stupid Narani. This one should have thought of that. She feared her terrible family was trying to lure her out of hiding. I should have signed the letter. But you must understand, when we parted, Velsa was hurt very much. Velsa loathed her family's business. This one was a slave then, working in the family's kitchens. We fell in love. We made a plan to free all the slaves, but she thought I'd betrayed her. She disappeared before I had a chance to explain.
Have you heard? Some bandits looted a temple of Arcane
Narani,
Cyrodiil.
are you all right?
Steady.
I specifically stated that you were not to be disturbed.
Easy,
Word
my
is they're
friend.
holed up in
This
Fort
one has
Sphinxos,
decided that the
far
time
to
has
the
come to
north.
travel and mend old wounds.
The letter bore fruit.
Not
I
surprising,
wish you
really.
well,
With the
but we're
fighting
going to
in
miss
Cyrodiil,
your
the
pies around
Imperials
here.
eat each
Could
other
you open a
alive.
portal to Abba's Landing, my friend? A long journey always makes this one's old bones ache.
Gladly, but I can't keep it open for long. The innkeeper doesn't like me using magicka in here.
This one will write to you, and I'll even sign the letter this time.
Of course. Now, give me a moment to concentrate.
I've got some flirting to do.
Come, my new friend, let's take this portal to Abba's Landing. If you dislike portal travel, then make your own way and meet me there. So good to see you, my friend. Sometimes portals can be tricky. Time flows so differently for a Khajiit and a dark elf. I am old now, but Velsa... No matter. This one will be glad to see her friend again. Ready? Oh, this one is nervous, but I am also ready. Lead on and I will follow. A secret passage? Velsa always loved secret passages. Let's go! Dark and dusty, just like the secret passages from my youth. You go ahead. This one needs a moment.
Did you find out who sent that letter? Not that I was overly concerned.
Someone who lacked the courage to sign their name, but now wants to make amends.
Marani, is it really you? Just the sight of you opens old wounds.
Oh, Velsa, I know what you saw, what you must have thought. This one never meant to hurt you.
I saw you in my brother's arms. He was the worst of my family. How could you?
He arrived at exactly the wrong moment. I had to do something, or our entire plan would have failed.
You didn't betray us? You did that for me?
It was the only way to guarantee your escape.
I let the years flow by without giving you a chance to explain. Oh, what a waste. But I'll make it up to you. I'll keep you safe. Is this what happiness feels like? Yes. I suppose it is. I had no idea this would be the result of sending you to find a half-naked Nord. The last time I saw Narani, it was quite unpleasant. There was poison in that wound. I don't think it ever truly healed. You reunited me with my one true love, so I choose to ignore that. I hope there's time to share a few lasting moments before all is said and done. All these wasted years, we've missed out on so much. Narani wears them like a cloak, though with grace and style. I am grateful you convinced her to come here. Narani, you must be tired after the journey. Relax and we'll talk later. I know we have so much to tell each other.
Ready to help me with that personal matter? This is the family mansion of my old friend Anais Velmont. Just as big and opulent as the last time I was here. Anais? Where do I begin? I was taken in by Anais and her family when I first arrived in Abba's Landing. I owe her and the Velmonts so much. My mannerisms, my pattern of speech, my fashion sense. Time passes, things change. When the family packed up for an extended trip to Black Marsh, I decided to stay here. They went to deal with business interests, and I wandered the streets of Abba's Landing. Eventually, the Guild found me and took me in. I was brought here when I was very young. My first memories are of Anais and the Velmont Mansion. Anais and I grew up side by side. We were the best of friends. Until the family left for Black Marsh, we were always together. We were that close. You know, I never thought to ask about that. Anais told me that her father saved me from some horrible fate, but she never provided any details. The Velmonts were very good to me. Outside of the Guild, they're the closest thing I have to a family. I was barely in my teens when the family left. She wanted me to go with her, but I couldn't leave the only home I ever knew. I slipped away in the night, and I haven't seen them since. Now Anais has returned to take control of the family mansion. I understand that since Anais has returned, she's been making inquiries about me. It's clear that her memories of our time together won't let her put the past behind her. We need to steal those memories, preferably without getting caught. The past can be a vice that holds us back. I've seen it. I want to teach Anais to let go of her memories, forget about me, and get on with her life. After we steal the items that once belonged to me, by the way, she'll stop looking for me. Keepsakes, jewelry that Anais had made from my hatching shell and scales I lost during molting. You know, now that I say the words out loud, it sounds kind of strange for someone to have kept my discarded body parts. Is that common practice? The Velmont Mansion is a large place. Why don't you check the kitchens and courtyard while I search the family suites? Meet me there when you're done, and we'll get out of here together. Like shadows, my friend. We need to get in and out of the mansion without causing too much mayhem and without being seen. Agreed. It feels odd being back here. Let's not linger. Let's find those keepsakes and get out of here before someone notices us. Quickly now, search the courtyard and kitchens. Then meet me in the family wing of the mansion.
If you wanted a bounty on your head, you got it, trespasser.
You're as welcome here as Horvor in heat. Guard!
Guard! Intruder! Trespasser!
I don't think I'll ever be done. Clear out before the guard shows up and clears you out.
My amulet's in there. Would you mind getting it? There's a young Argonian in there. He unsettles me.
Oh no. My lady will be furious when she sees these spots.
There's one more thing before we go. Anais and I used to sit on the balcony and watch the sun set. I'd like to see it one more time before we put this memory behind us.
You're acting very suspicious.
Just the way I remember it. So beautiful. Anais and I would sneak out here and watch the sunset. It was the best of times.
And yet you ran away. You betrayed me and left me all alone. Is that how a beloved pet is supposed to behave?
Anais, I didn't... You weren't supposed to be here.
You were my friend. We were going to do so many things together. And then you ran away like a thief in the night. And that's how you come back to me? Stealing my possessions?
What are you saying? I don't understand.
And you're just as bad as Walks. What gives you the right to break into my home and take my belongings? I should call for the guard and teach you both a lesson. The Velmont family doesn't take kindly to thieves and traitors. Friends. Maybe when I was a child and didn't know any better. But that lizard is my pet. Nothing more. Father gave him to me when I was a young girl. How else am I supposed to treat a pet that ran away and misbehaves? I returned to take control of my family's holdings, clear up old business. He's still my property, and I want my property back. As for you, I'll let the authorities deal with you. I have no patience for those who would rather steal than work. Forget him. He's all I've thought about these past few years. How he abandoned me, rejected my love and friendship. No. If he wants to be treated like a bad lizard, then that's the way it's going to be. I've already called for the mansion guards.
You've changed, Anais. Either that or I've been fooling myself this whole time. Goodbye, my old friend.
Goodbye? I don't think so. Even if you escape from the mansion, my agents will find you and bring you back to me. You're mine now and forever. Guards! Take these intruders into custody!
I think it's time to leave, don't you? Quickly now! Meet me back at the den. We can talk there.
Ah, Velsa tells me you are the one who freed Farendar from Kosh's leash. The cub is more seasoned than she admits, but Farendar's eyes are sharper than his claws. Tongue, too, where Velsa is concerned. I have missed her conversation. Both are the guilds to serve, and so now they serve you too. Ah, a good tip is only one of the services I provide, boss. Think of Farendar as your observer, guide, and porter. You handle the theft, I will handle the rest. Wealth in Abba's landing comes and goes like its tides. What washes in isn't here for long or left about like flotsam to be scooped up by any passerby. There are many hidden nooks where such things are tucked away. Farendar knows them all. Farendar's little birds post things of interest at the guild. If something catches your eye too, speak up and we plan the heist. Go through me or not at all. We don't want members stepping on each other's toes or skimping on their dues. Perhaps I am. A very sneaky butler, who ensures that all things reach their proper destination. Loot from an industrious thief's sticky fingers into a wanting buyer's tender embrace, and gold from a happy buyer's pocket to a deserving thief's palm. Then we should see what my magpies have brought back to the nest. I'll await you at the tip board in the guild hall.
Well,
one cannot step light with such burdens. Let them take their leave.
Our meeting with Anais didn't go anything like I had imagined. She has changed. Or perhaps I'm the one who changed. Learning your own truth can be so confusing. She was my friend. Once. I am almost certain of that. We were always together, laughing, playing, exploring the mansion. Perhaps when I ran away, deserted her, did that turn her into this unfamiliar creature? I was a slave? No, I don't think either of us knew what that meant. Not back then, when we were just children. I suppose deep down I knew it all along, when I ran away instead of going with Anais to Black Marsh. Of course! We took those memories away from Anais and recovered the keepsakes of my youth. Plus, we discovered how far my friend has fallen. I just need to figure out how to help her find the person she used to be. Unless she finds me first. Now that she knows I'm around, I expect her to double her efforts and use every advantage her family's gold can buy. It's what I'd do. Thanks for assisting me with this, by the way. Once I decide on my next course of action, I'll let you know.
Soon we should teach you to spot a tail and shake one. It is not Khajiit dancing I am referring to, though I am told I am great partner. You will need to be quite aware of your surroundings on a heist. There is often little room for error. Of course, boss. I'm eager to see you in action. Bring me a posting, and we'll be on our way. Fresh tip caught your interest? I know the place. Say the word, and we can all be a little richer today. I would think its purpose is pretty clear, but it's the finer details that are of interest, eh? A smuggler's cove of some convenience. A little too well known for anyone to stick around. Be quite vigilant.
When the new main rises, the Khajiit will lead the way. Crazier than a cat on skooma. Did you see that one's new bow? It is most fragrant.
We're done, boss. You're living up to your reputation. I'll get this sold in the flick of a tail and have your take at the den once the guild clears it. Don't forget to collect it, or it might grow legs. Got your latest cut of the profits right here, boss. You outdid yourself this time. Thanks to your skill, we got an even bigger payday than normal. Nice work.
My wares are mostly...
Maybe the clerk can tell us what happened. This doesn't look good. Maybe the clerk knows what happened to Perseus Loke.
This one shall lodge a formal complaint. What right has the Iron Wheel to march in here and smash our merchandise? Thugs. Thugs and hooligans! That's exactly what the Iron Wheel said, but much louder and with the shaking of fists. When they bellowed his name, I heard a loud crash upstairs. A distraction, of course. The Iron Wheel rushed upstairs as he slipped down through some loose floorboards. But he landed feet first in a tub of bright dye, covered his boots to the brim. That's also what the Iron Wheel said. Most of them gave chase. The rest tossed the room upon the floor and then gave chase. If you find him before they do, tell him Mamea deserves a raise.
You follow Loke's trail on the street. I'll see if I can spot him from the rooftops. Hurry!
I can't promise I'll remember any of this.
Hurry! The Iron Wheel are on his trail.
Spare coins for an Alliance War veteran? Memory's not so good, you know. Malnutrition. I hear good food can help that, but I can't afford good food. Wait! You're Walk Softly's friend. I've seen you both around town. Always kind to me, that one. I'll tell you what I know. The Iron Wheel caught your man. The one in charge was angry. Said they'd take him to processing because he fled. That's a patch of sand outside the bar's landing where they beat prisoners. Here, I'll mark your map.
Where's Perseus Loke? That's not good. We could certainly use his aid at the tomb. I'm willing to delay our departure if it means we can recover him. It's your call. We can manage without him if need be. We'll be here. Bring him back safe and sound.
Could I bother any of you for a pillow? The ground is very cold. Afraid of my rump. Perhaps some water to wash out the dye? Though I could make this work with a proper sash. Never mind about the water. Thank the eight. I've been trying to annoy these clods so they'd check on my bonds. Then I could clobber them on the noggin and make my grand escape. No need for heroics on my part now. They barely touched me. Just enough to tie me up. Didn't want to get any dye on them. I knew it was a bad look. I didn't tell them anything, if you're wondering. They don't know we're to meet Zira at Prince's Gate. Yes, I think so. Don't worry about an escort. I'm no longer tracking dye behind me. I'll lose them along the way. See you at Prince's Gate? Thank you. Should you ever redesign your thieves' garb, ask for my consultation.
Everyone's accounted for. Did you have any trouble? Then we leave for the Kingdom of Tanith. The route is tricky and we'll be considered bandits if we're caught, but getting to the tomb isn't what worries me. If anything happens, well, it won't, because I can count on you. Ready? What about it? Devious traps, vicious guardians, and likely, at the end of it all, a vault full of dust. At least we won't have to worry about the Iron Wheel. I'd rather sit in the den with a bottle of wine and drink until Andari says I've had too much. But I'm in charge, so it doesn't matter what I think. It matters that we go.
If I may, there is an alternate path inside the tomb. It is likely full of traps, guardians, and prodigious quantities of dust. A small price to avoid the Iron Wheel. Head to the tomb entrance. Keep watch to the side of the path, the right side. You should notice an old trail leading to a sealed entrance. Simply clear the way, and I shall join you to open the door. Oh my, no. The things inside would most certainly kill me. I do know the trick to the door's hidden latch. The rest, I'm certain you can handle yourself.
The last time I was here, the Iron Wheel wasn't camped in front of the tomb. Perfect. Scout ahead and find us a way inside. Clear the way if you care to. The Iron Wheel can't exactly call for reinforcements. You could also sneak past them. We'll track your progress and follow in your footsteps. That's why we brought Perseus Loke. He said something about a side entrance. Speak with him before you go.
There it is! One moment, and I'll have it open. I hope. There we are! Watch for traps in there. The Yokudans did love their traps.
Ask Zira. She knows how to do everything in this place, unless it's stealing a dowry.
No idea. Last time, Nicholas had me watch the passage behind us. There must be something in his journal.
Anything useful?
Nicholas loved his puzzles. You're welcome to try. Well done. Come on, let's go. The journal says this chasm is called Shinji's Truth. Last time, we never made it across.
I can't see the bottom. Is there a bottom?
Throw yourself in. We'll see how long before we hear the splat.
Quen, walk softly. Look for hidden doors or switches. Velsa, you're with me. I need your help to walk Maluk's path.
And what of your protege?
Watching my back, should anyone try to stab it. Let's go. Forgive me, my old friends.
What did you say?
Nothing. Velsa, do you see that panel? Put your hand on it until I say otherwise.
For what reason?
When I set foot on Maluk's path, an aura of light will surround me. The darkness cannot harm us as long as you touch the panel.
So, what can harm you?
We could fall to our deaths, or the creatures within could devour us.
Well then, enjoy yourselves.
Velsa knows what to do, but we should speak before we cross. On the other side of Maluk's path is Tall Papa's Ewer, a very fancy name for a big vase. According to the journal, we'll need sacred ashes from inside the vase to reach the treasure vaults. So, this is it. We should get going. This is where they died. Edda, Dalder, and Nicholas. Swallowed by the darkness. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. No use reliving the past, or regretting it. Here we go. Don't wander, or the darkness itself will flay you alive. We're still moving. Keep holding the panel. Ida? Dalder? What happened to their bodies? And where is Nicholas? I could hear their screams as I held the switch. I had to do something. I couldn't... This is a dead end. Let's turn back. There must be another way we missed. There's no end to the darkness. Don't you dare release that panel! Don't antagonize it! We made it. That must be the vase. Sorry. Tall Papa's you. Wait. That lamp belonged to Nicholas. I watched it go out. I heard him die. Flora must have come here to investigate. She could have picked it up and brought it here. Nicholas couldn't have survived. Could he? That lamp definitely belonged to Nicholas. I procured it for him. I saw him drop the lamp. It hit the path and went out. And all I remember is darkness and pain. I just grab the ashes so we can leave. I don't want to spend any more time in this place. Bring the ashes. We should return to Quen and walk softly. Velsa? You could let go of the panel.
I know what you did.
What?
I know how they died. How you killed them.
That's low, Velsa. Even for you.
Always had to be the hero. Be the Guildmaster's darling.
You're cracked. I didn't need anyone's approval.
You held the panel. From here you saw the creatures closing in. You thought you could save them. Only you! So you released the panel, grabbed your weapon, rushed out to meet them.
I could have saved them.
Because in your head, you are the hero. But the light faded. The darkness rushed in and ate them alive!
I tried to reach them.
And the darkness tried to eat you alive, so you had to recover from your wounds. That's why you didn't return to Abba's Landing. At least not soon enough.
I crawled from the tomb. The darkness... You can't imagine the pain.
You were the only one who could have warned the Guild. Who could tell them the Iron Wheel was coming.
Velsa, stop.
Zira, you were never the hero. You were always a thief. Now, you're just a shadow.
Quen, it's a bad idea.
Words escape me.
Someone tell me what I'm seeing.
We heard strange noises in the chasm. Stone grinding against stone. Quen, well...
I found this invisible bridge.
So you followed my advice and threw yourself into the chasm.
The ashes. Spread them on the bridge to see where it leads. And Quen, get back from there. Clear the way. We'll be right behind you. The door to the treasure vaults, just through this crypt.
We
Do
made
all
it.
crypts come with whatever that is?
Every tomb needs a guardian. And old Yokurin sang, wasn't it?
Your introduction is formless and without grace. Recite Denobia's maxim.
That's alarming.
Felsa, Quen, walk softly. Stay back. If it's hostile, we'll handle it.
Recite Denobia's maxim, or you shall be deemed trespassers.
It must be some kind of passphrase. If you have any ideas, now's the time to call them out.
You can't seriously expect us to.
Falora!
Yakuda!
Passphrase!
Gaiden Shinji!
Idiots.
Velsa, you aren't even trying.
Trespasser! Denobia's justice falls upon you!
That didn't go as planned.
You're right. I honestly thought it would kill us all.
Come on, let's see what's in the treasure vaults.
That page, is it from the journal Nicholas kept? Tuwaka watches over you. The passphrase for the Crypt Guardian? I nearly had it.
Let me see that. Nicholas used half maps like this. Thin overlays placed atop existing maps. You line them up with common points of reference.
What's wrong with that skeleton? Missing its head.
Looks like it was hacked off. Must have been done by whoever stole the dowry.
But why desecrate a skeleton?
Nicholas survived somehow. He came here and took Magnifica Felora's dowry for himself. I don't want to believe it, but that's how it seems. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? This is his handwriting, but it could have been taken from his journal by someone else. The skeleton must be Denobia herself. This is her tomb, after all. I don't see what it has to do with Nicholas, missing skull or not. 3 points on this sheet. Nicholas always used Abaz Landing and Noshira Citadel as a reference. If I line up those 2 points... Well now, the 3rd point is in Hughes Bane, out in the middle of nowhere. Trash he left behind? 3 dots on a page are meaningless unless you know the trick. The only people who did were dead on Maluk's path. Head to Hughes Bane. If Nicholas does have a hideout in the desert, it's time we crack it open. This makes no sense. If Nicholas stole the dowry, why didn't he return to the guild? Could he be injured or perhaps trapped? Return to Abaz Landing. I'll meet you at this secret retreat of his. We need to find answers. papers. Signed by Kosh? What are those doing here? Ancient Yakutan coins, stamped with the likeness of Denobia. Those must be from the dowry. Nicholas had a disguise kit just like this one. In fact, this is his disguise kit. Look closely. There's a hollow crystal with... Is that blood inside? Whose blood? I know how Nicholas survived Maluk's path. The crystal must contain Aldenobia blood. Maluk's path would ignore you if you held it. You'd need a lamp to find your way through the darkness so you could grab a handful of ashes. From there, all you'd need is the Crypt Guardian's passphrase. I've seen enough. Nicholas faked his death and stole the dowry. Now he's working with that merchant lord, Kosh. To think I mourned that bastard. Nicholas would have kept such a thing from the Guild. The less they know, the less trouble they'll cause. But I'm going to tell the Thieves Guild. I want them to cause a world of trouble, and I want to lay it all on his doorstep. Let's go.
Do your trading here.
I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word. All in all, better than expected. The Iron Wheel is a hurricane that blew into port and smashed everything in its path. Nicholas and Kosh are the ones who set it in motion. Now, we learn what they hold most dear. Then, we take it from them. Nicholas taught me how to be a thief. I knew him for over a decade. Trusted him. Not much else to say, is there? What about? Velsa was right, and I don't say that lightly. I am responsible. Edda and Dalder died because of my mistake. Nicholas. I can only pray his death is far worse than what happened to the others. No. He seemed a bit distant before we first went to Aldenobia Tomb, but it was also the biggest heist we'd ever pulled off. Nothing prepared me for this.
Do your trading here.
There you are! I've got news for you. You hear about the wedding? Magnifica Falora, the one with the missing dowry. Kosh found it, returned it, and now she's agreed to marry him for the future of Tanith for some drivel. Zira thinks our old guildmaster is behind this. She wants Nicholas to pay for betraying us. So do I. Last I saw Zira, she was pacing about in the den, going to put a furrow in the floor if she isn't careful. You sound like Thrag, going on about the whims of nobles. Go ahead, ask him and feel your head start to spin. My head's spinning right now, different reasons.
Buy locally, walkers.
There's something you need to know about why I'm in Abar's Landing. When we first met, I said I needed a partner to steal the Juvescent's skull. I never explained why. Not really. I used to think my father was a merchant. When he vanished this year, I left my academy to find him. It seems I knew very little of my father's profession. His time away was spent in Abar's Landing, working with the Thieves Guild. In his travels, my father brought notices to every outlaw's refuge in Tamriel. Bounties for old relics wanted by the Thieves Guild. I realized I couldn't just ask them for his whereabouts. My plan was to steal the Juvescent's skull, then trade it for information. Nobody recognized his name or description. Zira suspects he worked with one of the thieves who died in the dowry heist. They used to keep guild associates secret. It seems only Nicholas knew how all the pieces fit together. Rotten luck. They must have seen it. The last relic sought by the Thieves Guild would make a tempting target. The Iron Wheels simply had to wait. I didn't think anyone would get hurt, and I didn't mean to put you in their sights. Walk Softly remembers the Thieves Guild sold many relics to Lady Sulima of Abar's Landing. My father must have been the one to broker the sales. I want to break into her mansion and pick up on his trail. What do you say, partner? Meet me by Lady Sulima's mansion when you're ready. I'm not religious, but I said a prayer to Oriel this morning. If we find nothing, I have no idea what to do next. This is the only trail leading anywhere near my father. The last time I asked around, the Iron Wheel set a trap for us in Fulstrom Homestead. This time, I listened. Lady Sulima rarely leaves her estate, and has a connection to one of the merchant lords. Must be why the city guards patrol her estate. That's all I know.
What do you want?
I have no idea what we're going to find inside. After Fulstrom Homestead, I keep thinking the Iron Wheel is around every corner. There I go, jumping at shadows. Are you ready? All right. Give me a moment to unbar the gate. All right, it's open. Come on in.
much to do, so little time.
You! Why do you have my father's things?
Tawaka's breath! Seroldo's daughter stands before me. Why are you in Abba's Landing instead of your academy?
I'm looking for my father. Why do you know who I am?
My dear child, he's gone. When the Iron Wheel came for him, he fled to the rooftops. They gave chase and he fell. I'm so sorry.
You're lying!
No, child. I grieve for him every day. He was the only person I ever loved. You are a friend to Seroldo's daughter? This must be much for her to take in. Please, ask what you will. Quinn. What a lovely name. It's the first time my ears have heard it. Seroldo kept all but the simplest details of his daughter from everyone. Would that he have done the same with me. After Seroldo's death, the Iron Wheel learned of our connection and sent a letter requesting an interview. What fortune I possessed now goes to the mercenaries guarding my home. Should I leave the manor, the Iron Wheel will certainly detain me. I wondered that as well. Seroldo did his private work in this room, and recently I had it searched. I found a ledger, but I can't make sense of the symbols. Perhaps it is best in Quinn's hands. I am most thankful. I only trust my guards as long as I can pay them, so you would do best to leave discreetly. There's a hidden exit to the street, and Quinn is welcome to visit should she ever desire it.
I'll be outside. What's wrong with me? I'm a high elf. I'm not supposed to cry. It must be important if the Iron Wheel wants it. Father did love his puzzles. I should see if it means anything. Thank you for this. It's not the answer I wanted, but I'm glad you were by my side.
What is it?